But jazz opens up the music so many ways that it can be a healing force to people, because all the different moods that come from that music. I was born in Blackwell, Arkansas. It's 50 miles northwest of Little Rock. As I got older, I realized that was a wonderful life in the country. I rode my grandfather's horse without saddle. We go pick pecans across the highway. All of those things were what inspired me today. That country living. The stars at night is just beautiful. That country life was the best thing for me. The person that introduced me to music was named Buford, my great-uncle, Uncle Buford. Uncle Buford, he loved music. He would go singing Love Lifted Me. And he started me on music. I got into jazz when I got into college. I went to college, I got 2 small scholarships in 1959 to go to Philander Smith College in Little Rock, Arkansas. In my second year, I moved out to the city, and this young lady came up to me. Her name was Gloria Salter from Detroit. She says, I have a gig for you, but it's playing in a nightclub. I said, girl, I can't play in no nightclub. She said, yes, you can. Pays $5 a night. So that's when I started jazz. Then I was going to Louisville, Kentucky in the summertime, and the drummer lived in Lexington, Kentucky. He says, I got a gig for you, but it's playing the organ. I can't play no organ. He said, yes, you can. The pedals are like the keyboard. I moved to Chicago around 1963. So Ajaramu, whose name was Gerald Donovan at that time, asked me to be in his group. He was a member of the Association for the Advancement of Creative Musicians. AACM was developed in Chicago, Illinois. Muar Richard Abrams had an experimental band. These were musicians that wanted to write music and use their own style and have it performed. That's how the AACM was developed. You have to be invited into the AACM. You can't go and join. I was selected, voted in to become a member. So when I got in, I had to write music and perform. I said, wow, that was a challenge. Writing for big band, I started writing for big band, and the AACM musicians would play the music. And that's how I learned how to write. But by being in the AACM, I started wanting to open up the music. Instead of just playing, repetition of playing, just open it up and let it open up more and expose it more, do more things when you open the music up. That's what I want to do. I'm playing jazz, going to Europe, touring. Generation 4 began around 2019 to honor the gospel singers of the 50s, like Clara Ward, the Caravan. You don't hear about those singers, the Davis sisters. They were the beginning, I call it the classical gospel period. In Generation 4, we were singing songs, traditional songs that were happening during the past. Be saved now. Do you want to be saved? Jazz, gospel, and blues comes together in my music. So I just feel like as a singer, as a musician, you can do what you want to do, whatever the Spirit tells you to do. Whatever you feel like you want to do, there's no holding back. Feel free.